Hey guys, Pena here from CapoeiraConnection.com. Today we're going to learn how to string and tune your berimbau. So the first thing I like to do is find the natural curve of your verga. Now some of them aren't completely straight. They're already a little bit bent, and this makes it easy to find the curve. You just put it in your hand like this, let it tilt, give it a little push, and you can kind of see this is going to be the direction that it bends. Another thing I like to do before I string the berimbau is just kind of prep the wood a little bit by flexing it. That way the first time we bend it, you don't risk cracking the verga here. So the next thing that I like to do is step through the verga and the wire just like this. And I kind of wedge the left foot and the thigh of my right leg. Next, I'm going to put my hand over the wire and the top of the berimbau just like this with the string in my right hand. Then as I pull to flex the wood, I'm also kind of sitting down a little bit, making the bend of the berimbau a little easier. And pull simultaneously with my right hand down like this until I find the proper arc. And then I'm going to pinch off the wire with my thumb in my hand. And I'm going to grab the string here and I'm going to start to wrap it around the top of the berimbau just like this, kind of securing it as I move through with my thumb. I like to wrap it around at least 3 or 4 good times. Then I'm going to give it a nice pull, just like this, until we have about 6 inches of the string left. Then I'm going to make one final loop and leave some slack for me to pass the string through like that. And then pull it nice and tight against the berimbau. Grip it with my whole hand and tighten it one more time. Now to set the wire in the top of the leather, I like to kind of tap it on the ground. And you can kind of hear it cinch down a little tighter here. Now ideally, in the middle of the arc of the berimbau, you don't want to string it more than 1 hand width, like this. This is so that we don't bend the wood too much and that it preserves its natural arc and tension against the wire. Next, we're going to take our cabasa and we're going to put it on the end of the berimbau here. So to do that, I like to kind of grip the berimbau and pull the wire so that it makes it easier to slide the cabasa on. And ideally, you should be about a hand spread away from the bottom of the berimbau and the cabasa. Now sometimes when we're stringing the berimbau, we'll find that there's not enough tension in between the wire and the verga. And so what happens is we push the gourd way up here on the berimbau. Instead of pushing the gourd way up here, what you can do to create more tension in between the wire and the verga is simply adjust the string here on the cabasa. Now usually it'll be about 2 fingers in between the gourd and the top of the string, but this is relative to the thickness of the wood. If the wood here or the verga is thicker, you may need a little more slack here in the string. Okay? But to create more tension on the berimbau at a lower point here on the verga, just adjust this to be a little bit smaller instead of over bending your berimbau. Another great thing to always have is extra arame wire, because these here will break after time, and that's totally normal. Pick up a 3-pack of arame on our website at CapoeiraConnection.com. I hope this helped. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to email us at info@CapoeiraConnection.com or visit us on the web at CapoeiraConnection.com. Thanks guys.